Get ready for dictation. 5 seconds. Start. The declaration will be immune from any assessment or reassessment in respect of the voluntary disclosed income. He will also not be liable to any penalty or prosecution in relation to such income. Besides, the declarant has been exempted from wealth tax up to and including the assessment year 1991-92 in respect of assets represented by the income disclosed under the said scheme. The scheme has a restricted operation in the case of persons whose books of account, other documents, money, bullion, jewelry, etc. have been seized as a result of search by the Income Tax Department. Such persons are not entitled to the benefit of the special rates of income tax in respect of the income for the year in which the search is made or any earlier year. They could, however, make a disclosure in respect of the income for these years and pay tax thereon at the normal rates of income tax applicable to the total income or the relevant years. The income so declared will not be taken into account for the purposes of levying any penalty or charging interest under the Income Tax Act or for the purposes of prosecution under that act. The assets represented by the concealed income in such cases will be chargeable to wealth tax in the relevant years, but the value of these assets will not be taken into account for purposes of imposition of penalty on prosecution under the Wealth Tax Act. The scheme also provides in the declaration of undisclosed wealth, the declarant is required to pay wealth tax in respect of the net wealth or, as the case may be, the value of assets disclosed in the declaration at the normal rates applicable to his net wealth for the relevant assessment year. In addition to the declarant will be equipped to invest 2.5% of the disclosed wealth in notified government securities. The net wealth, or as the case may be, the value of assets so declared, will not be taken into account for the purposes of any penalty or prosecution under the Wealth Tax Act. Immunity from confiscation, penalty, and prosecution under the Gold Control Act and the Customs Act has been provided in the case of persons who declare their concealed income or wealth held in the form of gold or articles and ornaments made of gold, where the concealed income or wealth is held in the form of primary gold. The gold will have to be either sold to a licensed dealer or converted into ornaments. The licensed dealer will be required to make necessary entries in the account books. Stop. Over.